Welcome to the Hey Lovely podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Green from kellygreen.co. I'm a certified life and mindset coach, meditation instructor, and wellness practitioner, and I'm so excited to talk to you about all things mindset, mental health, and manifestation to help you elevate your thoughts and create a life you love. The conversations are going to be real as I share how I navigated past limiting beliefs, feelings of unworthiness, and struggles with imposter syndrome before coming to know my higher self. If you're ready to know how you can level up your life, your relationships, your success, and your overall well-being, you're in the right place. So get ready to hear the many ways in which you can rise to your higher self and build the confidence to manifest a life you love too. Hey lovely, it's Kelly Green here and welcome to this episode of the podcast. So excited you're here. Welcome back if you've been rocking with me for a while, and welcome if you're seeing me for the first time. So today I'm doing things a little bit different where I'm recording this podcast to upload to YouTube as well. So, we're going to do our best here today because this is new and different and also very exciting. I also have my new mic here, and funny enough, my mom is out Christmas shopping because yes, we're all Christmas shopping very late this year, I feel like. And she was like, I'm going to Best Buy. I'm going to this place. Let me know what you want. And I was like, oh, okay. So I thought for a second. I said, oh, you know what? I could use a mic. I could use a new Yeti mic, in fact. And so I said to my fiance, I was like, hey, babe, when you get a chance, can you help me figure out like which Yeti mic to get? And he was like, oh, you want a Yeti mic? I was like, yeah, for the podcast. And I want to do videos. He was like, oh, that's awesome. That's excellent. I got something for you. And I was like, what? What's that? So he goes into his closet and out comes this Yeti mic. And it wasn't even for a gift. Like he had it for like a minute. It used to be his old mic because he does podcasting and media things. And he just had it chilling in the closet. And I was like, wow, this might be one of the fastest manifestations I've ever had. And I'm all here for it. So very exciting. And I'm just excited to have it and how fast it came into my life. So super grateful. Thank you, babe, because I know you're listening and you're just the best. So today I want to talk about actually a conversation I had with him a few days ago. And it was about like obligations and in avoiding burnout, right? Because so often we succumb to obligations and these responsibilities that we put in our lives that really may be unnecessary. But when we do interact with them or we do welcome them into our life, we then can be subject to burnout as well and overwhelm and worry. And when our mind is not right, then that could cause physical differences in our body as well. So we want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And, especially me having been like a people pleaser, I'm like the oldest of 3 children from my parents. So I'm just like, I was always saying, yes, I got it. I'll do it. I got this. No, you go ahead. It's all right. It's fine. And I would get overwhelmed. I was a people pleaser, a yes woman. And, especially like in corporate when I was like overachieving and wanting to go above and beyond. And y'all know my story where I attempted to do that one day at work and ended up having a panic attack, getting taken out of the office on a stretcher. And it was just awful, like getting sent to the hospital. It was too much. It was very dramatic. And it also was a very big wake up call. So, I know for sure how it is being a person who says yes to everything, and how that can screw with your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your physical health, everything. And it's just not worth it. Like it's not worth it. We always want to do our best, but we don't want to let our best be led to stress. We want to make sure we are doing our best in a way that suits us, that is aligned with how we want to feel and how we want to be and how we want to live. And so when we were having this discussion, my fiance and I, my advice to him was, don't eat the whole buffet just because it's offered to you. It's not necessary. So do you remember like eating at buffets? I know we're in like a whole panoramic right now. So maybe think pre-pandemic about buffets in case it grosses you out at the thought right now. But, oftentimes we would just go up and eat plate after plate after plate, appetizers, entrees, desserts, little snacks and drinks. We would get so full, we may even consider unbuttoning our pants under the table. At least I know I did. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in this, or maybe you're with me. It was a thought. And
This way of eating, though, is, after a while, does more harm than good, right? Plus, we can't eat every single item in the buffet anyway. There was rows and rows and rows of things we could eat. Like it's too much. So why even bother? Why even try, right? It's practically impossible. And you get a stomach ache. So it's too much. So I figured, our best option when at a buffet is to go one plate at a time. That way we can enjoy what we have in front of us and then assess what's most likely going to satisfy us in the next round. Or if we even have room to be satisfied by something else in the next round, like maybe it's time to cut it off. So the same thing to me goes with life. So we pick and we choose what we want to do and what feels good to us. That's the best way to operate. And then what we have time for, because there may be things we enjoy and we like, but we really don't have enough time to do it. And, that also brings up like, yes, you make time for what you want to make time for. So case in point, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to make time for it, don't make time for it. And know that it's okay to say no. Know that it's okay to say I'm unavailable. Know that it's okay to say I already have something, on my schedule, or that, my plate is already full. I'd love to help you, but I'm unavailable to do that. And maybe you can recommend somebody who can help as well, especially when it comes to work environments and things like that, because it just leads to overwhelm. And I don't want my sisters and my brothers like burning out here when it's avoidable. Like self-care is important and you want to make sure you are taking care of self. That means saying no, which is a complete sentence, to opportunities, especially if you're not even lit up by it. Like why do things you're not exactly excited about, or you feel like it'll be a chore, or it'll be, a downer, and you'll be like vibrating low, wishing you never said yes to it. Like if it's not an absolute freaking yes, it's a no. Like even get rid of the maybes, like we'll sees, we'll see means no. Like really think about what you want to do, what you want to commit to, what you have time to commit to, and then move and operate that way. And you'll notice your life becomes a whole lot easier, a whole lot less stressed, and you're going to be glad that you aren't doing things you don't want to do. So this week, I want you to look at your schedule for the remainder of the year with the intention of assessing what you have time for, what opportunities you have room to add, what opportunities you have to subtract. There's still time in the year to really determine how you want to live your life, essentially. So enjoy doing that. Know that I love you. I support you. I am rooting for you. And I hope you have an amazing week. Later, lovely.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast. I would love for you to leave a comment if you enjoyed today's episode, and please give the podcast a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions or thoughts about today's podcast episode or future topics you would like me to discuss, send me an email to the address in the show notes. You can also find and follow me on Instagram at KellyGreen_. That's KELLEYGREEN_. Thank you so much for listening. Talk to you soon. Later, lovely.